Hey, it's Patsy White. Uh, I was about to pick a piece of fruit up for a little snack, and I shop at a Kroger affiliate, and they have this rack. That's the 99-cent rack. I love that rack. Sometimes I can get like 10 or 11 avocados for 99 cents. I had a bag full of these. I probably had about 10 of them for 99 cents. For apples, three onions for 99 cents. Great deal. And so I just figured, well, these must be produce that's been collecting dust, so they decide to put it on the discount rack. But today, I happened to just, they have this little scan, UPC code thing that you can scan. But I just happened to notice what it said. Now, I don't know if you can see that because yours truly is still learning her camera, but I'm going to read it to you. It says, reduced for additional value, slightly blemished, undersized, or misshapen. And it's distributed by Kroger. That's the parent company. So I'm like, oh, slightly blemished, undersized, or misshapen. So, we know that, marketing companies for decades have noticed and known that, the things that we buy, us Americans especially, we have certain standards of perfection that things have to look like. We want uniformity, we want a uniformity of color, we want the shape a particular way, and so we won't buy it otherwise. So they take these little nettings and they put the things in there that they figure people won't buy, and they sell them for 99 cents. I'm certainly happy about that. But that little tag really caught my attention because, what they know about us as consumers is that we want our fruit and things to look a particular way. What I understand is that bananas are plucked green. I mean, they won't survive the trip. They're plucked green and then they're gassed in order to get that yellow hue. I also understand that oranges, and I saw this when I was living in Georgia and went to Florida, that oranges that grow on trees aren't that uniform orange color. They're like, they've got green, they've got little brown, they've got all sorts of colors on them. That, that's how they grow. That's naturally how they are. So when I saw this, slightly blemished, undersized, or misshapen, I thought about how much we're trained to have certain standards about what we accept and what we don't. We have standards about how something looks and whether we should pay top dollar for it. But we also learned that when it comes to race and gender, that when somebody is a particular demographic, then we don't feel like we should pay top dollar for it. And so I wanted to, it made me chuckle because I'm certainly glad that I can get this for discount. But what's really important is that, we learn to discount each other as human beings. That's the culture that we live in. But the awesome thing is God does not discount us in any way, shape, or form. He loves us. He has designed us with very specific things to bring to this world. He timed us when we were to be here. He from the end to the beginning, He's known these things because there's no time in God. Time was made for us, us temporal people. But time does not exist in God's land, and so God in His kingdom, so God knows the end from the beginning. He knows everything about us, and He loves us. He designed us in love. We're the overflow of His love. Fearfully, wonderfully made. All of the beautiful things about us, singing and dancing over us, angels rejoicing when we're saved. We're treasures to Him. Pearls of great price. All that. So I did want to just make this brief post because it's just something to think about, to be thoughtful about the fact that every single thing that we learn to like in terms of how it appears is typically what we've learned. And those standards have particular purposes for teaching us what we should accept and what we should reject. And in a lot of cases, these cultural values really have nothing to do with salvation, and they really have nothing to do with the Lord. Personal preference is one thing, but we also have to look at Where did the preferences come from? Did we receive rejection for liking something that was disapproved of by the people around us that we really did like? So I will end this now, as much as it's hard to, because this really is a brief post, and it really is an observation that I felt was noteworthy. It was worth recording, because we do see things, we make value judgments based on what we see superficially. Thanks for listening. God bless you.